welcome back, man. We finally back. The No Filter Tattoo Podcast, hosted by yours truly. My bad.
Yeah, he's
BL.
messing it up for 2025.
Right. Yeah, we rusty, right? We gotta knock off the rust, man. Go ahead, introduce yourselves, man.
Spike Loyal Tattoos. You can find me on Instagram, not TikTok anymore because it's shut down.
R.I.P. TikTok, man.
R.I.P. TikTok.
Tiz.
What's up, y'all? It's Chico at Ink by Chico on Instagram.
Man, shout out to Chico, man. We're gonna give you applause real quick.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
But man, if y'all don't,
you're a real one, y'all.
yes,
You're
sir,
a real
man.
one.
Nah, man, you a real one, bro. Nah.
One day.
Yes, sir, man. So y'all don't know, man. This is my boy Chico right here. We go way back, man. Like I said, he's the owner of Black Rose Tattoo, Stockbridge, Georgia. If y'all don't know, man, we go way back. We started at the same shop. Back then it was Infamous Tattoo. Then it changed to Excellent Tattoo, off Candler Road.
It's always infamous.
Yeah, always infamous, man. That's a whole story in itself. I changed, but we can say that for another day. But yeah, man, you know, it's y'all don't know that shop. It's pretty much like basic hood shop, man. Just doing a bunch of, you know, hood style tattoos and just a hustle, grind it. But it was a start for us, man. And man, I'm just proud to see where you at now, bro. Like Black Rose is booming. The crew you got is great. I see them. Yeah, the potential is gonna be crazy. And like I said, how many years you been open now, bro?
Like this past December just made 5 years. So yeah, 2019. That was the crazy part. Opened up literally December and March. The pandemic hit. And it was the craziest. Like I finally opened the shop and it was like, boom, shut down. It was like crazy.
How'd you get through that, bro?
Getting through that was just being money smart. You know, like you have to have a nest egg. They tell you like when you open something, you want to have a little bit for rainy day. Mm-hmm. Like my rainy day just came really, really fast. So luckily it didn't spread too thin. Yeah, business you have to have a rainy day, and I was just fortunate to be in a position where I had learned from past mistakes in the industry. I mean, I've been tattooing 17 years now in the game.
17 years, man. That's
might be more than that. Might be going on.
Shit, might
started on 1937.
That's a whole adult right there, man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Crazy to see it evolve too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
So I mean, it's all like, what are some of those like mistakes that you feel like you learned from it and helped you succeed now?
Some of the biggest mistakes that you can make is tattooing is a business, but it's also a hustle. So when you don't have anybody telling you or giving you a certain amount, the money could come quick if it's a cash day, stuff like that. And you just like, as soon as you put that money in your pocket, like that money's already out your pocket. It's like having that discipline to put money aside and not touch it.
So managing money, basically being smart with it.
Yeah, that I would say if 37-year-old me could go back to even when I became better, because when I first started out, I ain't gonna lie, bro, like shit, I suck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So that was different, but when it comes down to it, when it actually hit, I would say that was probably the time where it was like, okay, I got to rethink how to like manage my money. If I go back and tell it, it would be like, bro, like you got to save more. But it was also hard too because I was young and I had a kid too, so that made it a little bit hard.
Chico go back and try to tell the Chico, he's like, man, hey, man, don't tell me nothing, man.
That would probably be the business. Like, don't have a kid so young. You ain't figured shit out yet.
Yeah, but shit, sometimes you know you need those hard life events to really push you, man.
Oh yeah,
because I mean, it seemed like it worked out, bro. So
I mean, because when you, I mean, you know, you're a father as well. Like, you know, when you got somebody, you know, you a real man, you a real father, and you got somebody depending on you. I mean, you got to make a way out of nowhere. You feel me? So yeah, that also teaches you a different hustle, especially at a young age.
Nah.
So for like a young artist probably starting now, especially I didn't know this, but apparently 2 years ago was like the golden era for tattooing. What's a good way for them to
the PPP era?
Yeah, the PPP era. Yeah.
How every tattoo artist know, like you could just make up a nickname.
I didn't even know they was called that. They called it the golden, the golden tattoo era.
Yeah, the PPP era. Yeah.
And what would be a good start off for them to understand how they should manage their money?
Well, now you get to see what mean, one thing I will say is so far tattooing has shown to be recession proof. You know, will you have a dip? Everybody needs their vice. You know what I'm saying? So tattoos is the vice for people. You know what I'm saying? So life is gonna life, and people are still gonna get tattoos. Same way they're still gonna get their hair cut.
Yeah.
Nails done,
Nails
They wanna
done.
feel good about
eyelashes.
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah. People want to feel good about themselves, so everybody has a different vice. I would say that people really gotta like humble themselves and really dive deep into understanding what money management is, and read some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
What
that
recommendations you got?
um
Like,
Dave Ramsey. I listened to his podcast.
Yeah.
He some of his stuff could be over the top. I will say,
he's a
but
little old school sometimes, but overall the
yeah,
message.
his overall principles are good. You know what I'm saying? Especially you know what I'm saying, with uh treating life as not a dollar amount but a time. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you're getting paid an hour, let's say you get paid $20 an hour. You know what I'm saying? And you go to buy something and it's $100. Well, you're saying, hey, is this thing that I'm about to buy, is it going to be put to use? Is it going to be something that I use all the time because I'm sacrificing 5 hours out of my life, and we can't get time back. You can make money, but you can't get time back. It's almost like that movie Timeless.
Ah,
You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying? When
yeah.
people would have to pay. So, if you expire, you expire. You know what I'm saying? So treating it as time, so that's time away from family if you got kids or stuff like that. So when you start looking at purchases and stuff like that differently, then that's one of the big things.
Is this necessary right now, or
It's like you always want to feel good. You always want to have like that little thing, but it's like you don't have to have your hands in everything.
But at the same time, I do want people to make splurges because that's how we get paid too. So it's like for the non-tattooers, I
shoot,
do.
all I heard was I could stop my age at 25 would
We're,
be
ta-
nice.
we're talking about tattoo
Yeah, yeah,
artists.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
not
yeah.
talking about
Yeah,
clients. Yeah,
Y'all spend that
yeah.
money.
Y'all do that. Hashtag tax season coming.
Yeah,
Facts.
on that time.
But yeah, man, I would tell you. I mean, real talk, man. Especially for like the PPP era, man. I would say this, man. Like, the first question you should ask yourself is, why are you in tattooing? Are you in it for fame? You trying to be cool? You trying to create content? Or, you really trying to take it serious and make it a career? Because there's a lot of people that sacrificed for this. You know what I'm saying?
80 hours a week.
And they want this to be a career.
Yeah.
And that, I feel like that's where like the tension and the fight comes from, because you got people that might not take it, not saying gatekeeping and all the old traditional like stuff, but with any business, you know what I'm saying? No matter what you do, whether you work for somebody or whatever, you want to feel like you're going to get something out of it, and it's a career. So I think that's where a lot of the clash comes between
Oh yeah,
the industry.
it's like you want people. If you're someone who puts 100% into it, then you see someone who may not be putting that same effort. It's like it's not even necessarily like you want to gatekeep from, but it's like, hey, like you're not putting in that same effort as me, so why should you get what I'm getting? So at least that's how I kind of look at it. It's like you get it, you get what you put into it.
Yeah,
So,
facts.
but
And it's also about energy too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have the energy that I'm hungry, and I feel like that reading a book and understanding things, especially on business and people that are wealthy, birds of a feather flock together, and surrounding yourself with like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got one person that ain't on the same page mentally with what everybody got going on, and that person just like doing whatever, it fucks with the vibe of things. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
no, absolutely, and that's key. Like that's a key concept that I keep around at the shop, like trying to like keep artists who have the same mindset.
Yeah.
So it's kind of how we discussed earlier. It's like sometimes you deal with artists who like they might be cool, they might do good work, but it's like they're not on the same page as far as like when it comes.
Cool person.
Yeah. So, but speaking of that, man, well, in general, man, it's 2025. How was your 2024, man? And in general, these past 2 years, a lot of tattooers been up and down. But like I said, I know you had your shares of trials and tribulations, but shit, you looking like you're doing good to me on the outside. So like, what's the secret, man? What have you been doing?
I ain't even gonna flex, man. I mean, shit, 2024 is 2024. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, like being in the tattoo industry, as long as I have, like you sort of get the concept of how the ebbs and flow are in the game and how it goes and stuff like that. So it's just being prepared for those situations. Um, being a shop owner, it was trying to build a crew back because with anything people grow. You know what I'm saying? Mentalities might change, and they no longer fit together. You know what I'm saying? So,
So how'd you?
did a reset. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
you know,
How long did it take you to get the crew that you got? Like how many? You got what? 6 artists now, or
let me see. It's me.
yeah, shout out to
It's
artists, man.
Yeah, like
yeah,
seven.
yeah. Let me give a shout out to the crew, bro, because these dudes are super dope. I'm really blessed to work with them. I got the longest tenure right now is my boy Coop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coop.
Let's see his growth, man.
I got my boy. He you might as well say it's like his long time home. He out of Cali, but whenever he touch back in the city, he's always with us. But Jody,
Shout out to Jody, man.
facts, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Jody the homie for a long time. Then we got who we got up next? We got Blue. Blue's up next. He was up next longest tenure.
Blue.
Yeah, shout out Blue. Then we got Mikey. And then we got Fu. And then we got an up and coming apprentice who is really, really dope. Really humble, really hardworking. We got a girl, Skylar. And then Fabulous Piercer, super dope personality. We got Princess. So yeah, man, the solid crew over at Black Rose. And I'll tell you this, man, like, I model and again surrounding yourself with people, you know what I'm saying? I always tell you all the time, you know what I'm saying? You even though we at the same, it's like you like big bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you give a lot of good insight, you know what I'm saying? And you also
You done gave this man.
what?
Well, you see these
Why
eyes,
you say
boy.
it
You
like
already knew. He already knew. No, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
What, am I blowing
No,
his
no,
head
you're
up?
actually doing something.
I'm blowing his head up too.
Yeah, you
man?
blowing my head up. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you gonna use that as
Oh
Uh-huh.
man, here you go.
man, I appreciate you, man, but
Facts, bro.
Well, you gonna see in that camera, my eyes went.
Like a lot of people don't get the opportunity in their lifetime to.
I want to take his flowers though. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, you gotta give flowers while flowers do, cause man, tomorrow ain't promised, bro.
See
you're
that?
right about that, man.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate that, man. But shit, that's why I give you your flowers, bro. Like I said,
He tried to bounce that back.
hey, look, man. I'm proud.
Tez ain't having.
Yeah, because he know.
I'm a master deflector, man. Look,
Yeah.
Tez ain't having.
Motherfucker be bing, 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 bing.
But yeah, man. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm proud of you, bro. Like if y'all know as well, like you work here for about a year while you was getting your shop together,
Yeah.
and then just to see the process, man, like everything you had to go through just to get the shop open, bro. I remember like that was just a battle with the county, and
Yeah, I remember I gave up. I had asked you like, hey, look, bro, this shit ain't working. Like, I just like stay here.
we would have took you back, but I'm glad you didn't, bro. Because like I said, everything worked out for a reason, man.
Yeah, fact.
Like I said, this crew that you got, like I said, like a lot of them, man. I've known them for a minute, and like I said,
It's really diverse with style too.
yeah. That's what I love about your crew, man. It's like you got a little bit of everything, man. And they hungry.
Even the personalities is diverse, but it's diverse, but it's still meshed. Like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
tattoo shop, man, tattoo shop talk. It could just
Right.
And go left.
yeah.
Somebody feelings hurt.
And we have like a rule, like we be saying, like, but it ain't 8:00 yet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes but yeah, it's really dope, man. And like I said, like I try to model that off of what y'all have here at Golden Anchor. You know what I'm saying? I saw what you had with Tez and with Bryce, and I think at that time it was what Tino was here,
Jose.
Jose,
Pastel.
was here, Emily was coming up. You know what I'm saying? And y'all just y'all had something beautiful, and y'all still do. You know what I'm saying? Like
You was a part of what you mean, man? Yeah.
no, you know what I mean?
Golden
Like,
Anchor,
that's why
My
I said,
football homie. When you left, I was mad.
I feel you. Yeah. That I did miss the football talk, man.
Oh,
for real.
my God.
Like, and I miss you guys as a whole, man. Because like I said, it was always good times in here. Clients passing out and everything.
Oh, I got my first last year in
Tez
March.
over here being the fucking
You ain't even-
saying this. His mug strapped down somebody's hand to get it tattooed. I was like, Tez, you just laughing.
Yeah, we a little sadistic sometimes, man. But that's a tattoo artist for you.
Yeah, that is
But,
true.
Just a tiny
They
bit.
pay us to torture them, man. When you look at it.
So 2025, man. What plans? What goals? What's the move for 2025?
Man, 2025, man. I mean, I got a lot on my plate. 2025, I got a baby on the way.
Congrats, man.
Congratulations.
Thanks. You know what I'm saying? 2025. I mean, the with business, you always want to grow. So trying to understand, even though I've been tattooing longer, but I'm only 5 years as understanding how to own a business. Making those mistakes as you come up. Seeing how to grow and develop a brand and a business so it remains sustainable. So always on that. 2024 was a great year. You know what I'm saying? 2025, we building on that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's leveling up, never being comfortable. When you get comfortable, that's when you fucking.
So how do you keep artists from getting comfortable, man? I feel like that's one of the hardest things.
I feel like it goes by leadership. When you show that you're never willing to settle, and being comfortable, you know what I'm saying? You either gonna sharpen iron and the people with you are gonna get stronger, or the people that can't hang, and I mean they're just gonna fall off. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But as a leader, you gotta show, and that's one of the things that I do at my shop is I lead by example. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no like, oh yeah, I want y'all to be here 5 days a week, and I'm in this bitch 2 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like where we come from, you know what I'm saying? It's like shit, we hustling.
Yeah, man.
And one day for consultation, and 4 days we in this thing getting to it. So
that's good, man. I like that. I know we talked about it off camera, but you told me that you coming back from like a hand injury, right?
Yeah.
So you was out of tattooing for
Month and a half.
now.
Yeah, it happened.
Like, how'd you keep your sanity, man? Like,
ooh,
Shit out, man.
now you done open up a whole nother Pandora box. Like that shit.
Bryson went through that too with the knees, man. So
Your boy wasn't shooting them threes, man. Matter of fact, you did face.
You wasn't with the shooting in the
You was
gym?
over here. You was talking shit. I'm over
Yeah,
here.
boy.
Like, he's like, boy, I heard you got crossed up. Boy, I'm like, hey, hold the fuck up. Nobody crossed me up.
All I know is he
You
went
still
left.
did FaceTime me and
He
talk
went
shit.
left and I went right.
Yeah. You're like, damn, boy, you down bad. Let me see them knees. But yeah, you fucked up for real.
Bro, for real. That's a real good question, bro, because it's a topic that's not talked about a lot. As a man, it was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It was crazy. A month and a half. You know what I'm saying? You got a pregnant old lady at home. You got overhead. Like,
you have
know what
money
I'm
saved up already?
yeah, that's what I talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like having that rainy day fund. You know what I'm saying? But even with that rainy day fund, fuck the money.
Bro.
That part was already learned. But to sit here and be a provider and be used to being a certain individual,
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like my old lady had to like wash me, everything. I literally like both my hands was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So it was bad, and just going from being a provider and doing this, it was like I even tried going to the shop, and it was frustrating because they would ask me questions, and I'd be trying to like figure out how to answer it. And yeah. My mom was like, just put a condom over that thing, you'll be all right. You know, you get the cross contamination. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I couldn't put a glove on to like show 'em, so it was frustrating. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I was so glad to be back. Like I was over there every day. I'd be sitting chilling. I'm like working it, but I got depressed. Like it was real, bro. Like it was like that feeling of like, damn, bro. Like this is what it feels like. Thankful that it wasn't nothing too serious, because there's some artists that lose the ability, completely. And the crazy part about it was me and World was just out in the back kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Talking about oh yeah, man, my bad. I just said World, man. Shout out my boy World. Damn, I'm so sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Dang.
Shout out,
Yeah.
man. He
My
get
boy,
it special.
my boy World. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, World. That's my dog.
He's still gonna be like, oh, okay, they said it. They said it.
Yeah, me and World was literally just talking about that at bat, just chopping up, fella to fella. And I was like, yeah, man, you gotta be saved up for that rainy day, because what if something happened to your hand, and boom, that shit
Your
happened.
knees.
They called me the Oracle at the shop, bro. Like it'd be funny. There's a guy that went missing. I was like, man, I don't know. He might be over there behind. Sure enough, he was over there behind. It was crazy.
All right, hold on now. Don't say too much stuff now.
Nah, it wasn't nothing like that.
True now.
Yeah, what I'm saying. They call me the Oracle.
Yeah.
Oracle.
Yeah.
Your
man.
future.
I'm glad you said that, because, well, that's one rule I had. I said, I'm not going to get depressed while I'm here. But when I was laying in the bed, but like you said, saving that money up for the rainy day, what hit me is I'm playing for a spot I wasn't there for 2 months. I said, what type of shit is this?
Yeah.
So, you never know what happened because we pay for if you do, most artists don't pay for their health insurance, but it be days like that.
Facts.
When it happens, you better have that money to the side.
Yeah, that's another thing. You know what I'm saying about that. A lot of artists walk around here, and this is where it goes to like really understanding what things are out here offered to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a guy that comes through all the time. He's one of the healthcare marketplace brokers. I tell my artists, hey, get insurance, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't live the most healthiest lifestyles. I mean, some people can go to the gym, and do all that stuff if they have free time. But if it's life doesn't permit it, you know what I'm saying? We eating, we sitting for a long time and not really active, So you want to make sure you watching your health or doing the things necessary. You know what I'm saying? But
those checkups, those physicals, man, for real.
I said this beginning of this week. I was talking to somebody. I forgot who I was talking to this week. I was like, tattoo artists don't really come from like a rich background, at all.
Most don't.
Like,
yeah, that's
we just used our talents to.
That's why there's so many tattoo artists who mismanage money. I feel like, like you said, a lot of us come from like backgrounds where, we may be the first generation like seeing this kind of money.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes you know what to do with it, sometimes you don't. But like you said earlier, man, reading books and just teaching yourself, because they don't really teach this in school, like how to save money, how to invest, how to look into stocks and whatever. It's just little things, man. It's not rocket science, but if nobody teaches you, like
that is fact.
Well, the thing is,
I'll even be the first to say, like, you know what I'm saying, like, my mom's like she was really good with money, and she showed me a lot of the things with saving from a young age. When I've been working since I was 13. Doing like little off the books like construction work.
hustling.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It was put in me for a long time, and nothing was given to me either. You know what I'm saying? Even like my first car. Bro, I bought that bitch and it was sitting at the top of the driveway. I couldn't even drive it. I'll get in there like just dreaming like that old kid just sitting there steering wheel over here. Like that was on like Fast and Furious that came out. I had a little 92 Acura Integra. It was a little 5-speed. I was over here just imagining like, it's the driver, not the car.
Wait, what they say, man? It don't matter if you win by a mile or a second or something, man.
As long as you win, a win is a win.
win.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, okay, man.
That's life too.
Yeah. Not real. We brought it up earlier. I want to talk about, of course. So if y'all, the day that we're recording this is like the first day that the TikTok ban actually like went into effect.
Happened yesterday.
So
yeah, let's talk.
You was actually doing real good on TikTok. I seen.
I wasn't. TikTok was too easy. I think that's why they got rid of it.
for y'all,
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't get the shit to work for me, bro. I'm like,
You was moving. I like how you were
y'all
moving on
was-
TikTok.
Y'all making moves on
That shit was
TikTok.
terrible for me.
Yeah, same. Like I would post the same videos I post on Instagram. It'd get like, it's weird because TikTok was weird. It's like I would post a video, it'll get a whole bunch of views that day, and then it would never get views after that. Like I don't know why. Like whereas Instagram, it's like I would continuously like get views through the days.
I mean, like we started TikTok off the whim, and it came from a client of mine that I did that Puerto Rican sleeve on. TikTok was a lot easier because all you had to do was find the trending song at that moment, and then you would attach it to your video, and then boom. You know what I'm saying? So there was this Puerto Rican page that put it up with this song, and it went crazy.
Take off from
The
there.
the client, really good friend, Jaciel. He took the same video, put it with the same song, boom, it took off. I literally created a TikTok, put the video, the same song, boom. So
Dang.
TikTok was a lot easier, like how Instagram used to be.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you brought this up about. This is one of the big things where I tell people, how the industry, and especially when you're running a business, like out of sight, out of mind. At any given moment in time, these people could take TikTok away. So how you were talking about the PPP artists and all these, hey, what do you call them? The golden.
They call it the golden tattoo era.
Yeah.
Gold Rush era. Well, now they took on. Some people started being heavy on TikTok. So
artists-
TikTok. So who are you?
Yeah, it came up through TikTok.
Yeah.
and not
So who
Instagram.
are you now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how many people will really feel it from this, or
You
how
gotta-
many people will lose?
No,
But
exactly.
I was always with don't put all your eggs in one basket
Nah,
either.
never.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, bro, there's so many ways to promote. It's like I said, just
Google.
social media in general, right? You got Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever.
Google.
You got Google, yeah, but Google ads, reviews,
Yep.
Yelp. You got
But to have all of those things, what do you have to
Website.
have? A brick and mortar.
yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell a lot of artists like that.
A lot of these private studios kind of thrived out TikTok and
Yeah. And it's cool. Like, you know, like to each his own. Everybody.
Oh
can stand their
yeah, I
ground.
forgot about
I'm kind of a hater.
What's up, private studio?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hey.
I'm on
Y'all
Instagram.
hustlers, y'all can do it.
I prefer Instagram over TikTok.
Facts.
So I kind of want all that engagement to come back to Instagram. So look. But I ain't
Let me tell you though, like Instagram, if you listening, bro, this shit is whack. Did y'all
It is. It's
did y'all see that? Like now, if you like you boost and you boosting from your cell phone, they charging you a $20.
Yeah, no.
What?
I
Yeah,
know,
they charge
'cause
you a
pay
$20 Apple
all the
fee.
time.
Oh,
On top.
shoot.
So
I
if
didn't
you
know
say
that.
Well,
if you say
it's not
50
too
bucks,
It depends on how much you. So it goes by like, but it's super
It's a
expensive.
percentage,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like if you putting $10 into the boost, you're gonna pay like
15.
Yeah, well, 15 total. Yeah, so it's crazy. Like they're really taxing out, and then the boost don't even do that much, but it's
So
us.
y'all
It's
stopped
like-
boosting ever since I got hacked, bro. I was like, man, I paid all this money. Y'all did
Yeah.
me like this. Fuck y'all.
I do it just because I feel like it's the only way to get your.
No, I understand what you.
Yeah, it's like-
I'm just saying this is a me thing.
No, I respect it.
even social media, man. Like I don't take it too seriously. I do respect it for what it is.
It's
But
a
bro,
item.
when I see people like, bro, I'm talking about like the worst of worst tattoos. And I look at one of my tattoos like, but I killed that shit.
Mhm.
And then it's like I see this dude and it's like, yeet. You know what I mean? And this
That's-
motherfucker got 3,000. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
what
That's
the
how
fuck,
TikTok
bro?
was.
Like this is
Yeah,
stupid, bro.
Man, one dude kicked me. I told this man to put a glove on. Bro, you just trying to steal my content. Get out of here. I'm like, hey, yo.
Talking about stealing content, man. Hey, man, y'all fucking pirate, hacker, whack ass motherfuckers that's trying to get your clout and fame off of other people's hard work, man.
Mhm.
What you got?
What can we cannot say on it?
You can say whatever. Bro.
You say
Man,
whatever.
y'all can eat
Just
it,
throw a little
dick,
beep.
bro.
Yeah.
Like straight up, bro. Like that is so lame for you to like try and get your clout off of another man's work.
What's the
Like,
example that stuck out to you?
man, it was somebody that just. I mean, hell, what wasn't it you that had like people taking your artwork and putting it on something like, bro?
You got hacked, straight up.
Yeah, I gotta say I hacked though. That was just that was just a scammer just trying to come up.
There's a guy shop I used to work at. This dude literally has posts for 2 years where he's literally taking every post from the shop and put it on his, portraying it as his work.
Mm.
And then you'll see little couple videos in between, but he's asking for a $200 deposit.
Yeah,
And
man.
he's a legit tattooer, but
Oh,
the
he's
work, the work that he's posting is not his, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Nah, man, it's sad, man. Like scammers in general, bro. Like just the scams are getting crazy. It's still going on. So
Yeah, somebody
clients, y'all gotta do your due diligence, man.
Man,
I just tell them
facts.
call the shop. We're easy to get it to find. If they hit you with the we're out of town, don't believe them. You can wait an extra 2 days.
Don't give a deposit until
Yeah,
you
just
figure
don't
out
do
where-
it.
Where they at? Like, tell me where.
I
shop
mean
you at
that's
first.
why we.
I'd rather for you to spend $30 worth of gas than $150
If
worth
a
of.
tattoo artist don't want to give you a shop, some kind of anything like,
My shop is in the bio.
yeah,
I also tell people, you know, hey, do your due diligence. Like this is a person who's permanently modifying your body. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like we always offer like to have a consultation process, or you know, come through for an hour. Tell us what you want to get done if you're not walking into the store. So you know we can see who you are. You know, you can see who we are. Do we fit? Do we mesh? Are your expectations
Feel the vibe.
realistic? Yeah, feel the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Now, the only ones I didn't feel sorry for, they'll come in. Yeah, I was speaking to this guy, $75 any size tattoo. I said, huh,
Oh man, let me tell you.
word.
We had a passive aggressive 5-star review for somebody like that. She wanted a whole
you
like
got 5 stars. Yeah.
man. Because I mean, what she was gonna say?
We
We
get 1
she-
star. We don't even tattoo the person.
yeah. First time winning an award at a tattoo convention. The feeling,
Yeah,
The
won
feeling-
that, what 2020 last year, right? Though, just
No, for Lartez. Lartez asked when was the first time he won. It was 2019. Because 2020 COVID. Either
Was
2019
that
or
long
20. It's right there on the wall, but it's either 2019 or
say he
2021.
got receipt.
All right,
Matter of fact, it was 2021.
okay, yeah, I felt like it was a little after that.
I think.
Was it? I don't think he tattooed at Space City in 2019.
You won your first one at Space City.
I think so.
Yeah. Was it?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
2022.
Yeah. I was like 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm back, y'all. But oh shoot, it was Get Back. It was Get Back season.
Well, what you getting back for?
Hey, look, so me and you know how we all talk shit in the shop. You know, we nerds and stuff. So I forgot how it happened, but I know that year I was on some. You know what? Anything we bet on, I'm all in. So Lartez even messed up on that one. He was like, shit, I'll do it. And then I was like, because I told him I'd do revamp his ankle band.
Yeah.
And he thought I wasn't going to bite on it. He was like, well, let me touch your tattoo. I was like, shoot, it's been about 3 years. I need to touch up anyway. He was like, oh, shit. So Theo, he fell into it. Theo was like, because, Theo made a bet a couple of years ago, like, if you get 10 trophies in 1 year, I'll skydive with you. Let's be honest, we know that ain't happening. And that ain't happening. He gonna hit me with that. I got a kid now.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to. Yeah, look, I'm a father. I gotta
do certain
there.
activities, man.
Yeah,
We were made without wings for a reason.
Yeah. So I was like, I think we was talking about something. He was like, when you gonna get a berserk tattoo, Bryce? I was like, shoot, I'll get one. So Theo was like, you gotta win a trophy, and we can get matching tattoos together. I said, I bet. And he kind of went like, oh shit. I mean that. Now, the trophy situation behind it was actually a build up for me because I think the week before I actually got like a 3-star review off a client that was upset. She talked about my work and now I will say she was being a little snobby because she was cool with the tattoo, tipped me well. Don't tip me well if you cool with the tattoo, talking about she gonna be back and stuff like that.
Sympathy tip.
Yeah.
He tried.
No, not even that. Like, and the thing is, I did good work on her, and her other tattoos were horrible. That's what pissed me off. You want to talk about my work, and you already got shitty work on you.
Yeah.
And I actually fixed them for her. So now she was over here like, oh, you don't need to go over here because it's mediocre artists over here. So that week prior from the convention, I ain't gonna lie, I had a little chip on my shoulder. I'm like, damn, am I mediocre? Like, am I really good or something like that?
They'll get in your head, man.
Yeah, so it was living rent free in my head. So when I actually won the trophy, it was actually good encouragement to be like, all right, cool. So
was that first place in that traditional?
Yeah. So the funny thing is, if I would have just won the trophy, Theo would be like, well, you ain't win first place. So I don't think we should do the tattoo. He like that. He'll push the goal like that. And then
if you ain't first, you last.
Yeah, you ain't first, you last. So I was like, dang. And then I won the second one too, the XL color third. So kind of like sealed it in for Theo. Like, all right, you can't really move the goalpost this time, man. Like, but
you gonna get that tattoo.
we were supposed to get it in 2024, and we probably made the bet in 2023. Matter of fact, we did.
We haven't had time, man.
You don't settle up your bets, bro.
I mean, we've been busy, man. Bryson work every day. Bryson work every day. You don't work every day, Bryson?
I've been going to football games. I got my receipt.
You want me to take you away from the football game?
Ted said he had time.
Ted's got time, but Bryson, I don't want to mess his money up. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to football games. You saw the seat rows I was in the movie theater.
You don't like Berserk like that. Why you want to do that?
I actually read over 100 chapters.
Why you want to do that?
He moving. Yeah, on record. He was supposed to get a tattoo with me, whichever this camera angle in. And look at him.
He gonna get it, man. But yeah,
bro,
winning that first award, man. That's a great feeling.
Mm-hmm. So, funny thing is, what a lot of people don't know is when Theo was like, "Yeah, man, you won your first trophy." I didn't even hear all that. I said, "Yeah, when we getting this tattoo?" My man held the camera. He went, "Man, like you gonna ruin."
Man,
I did this to.
About?
I did this.
Yes,
we talking about trophies, man.
Yeah, but he's
talking about trophies.
He's talking about how he felt.
Yeah,
and he feels great, but he feels deceived.
I feel
that
deceived.
You bet him, and you're not a man of your word.
I'm gonna pay up. I'm gonna pay up.
We're brothers.
We're happy.
We're singing
colors.
Do. But anyways, man, you won your first award, right? That was it, or your second award, or was it?
I think I got maybe like 5 or 6 now.
Okay, done. Yeah, so I know you won some though at 20, right?
Yeah, but I think I won my first one 2022.
Okay, yeah. I remember I was there when you won. I don't know which one it was.
It was first place, extra large black and gray.
Man, congrats, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that leg sleeve.
Yeah.
Yep.
How long did it take you to get that?
What?
Like in your career, tattooing career, how many years?
Oh shit. I was like 3 years ago, so 15 years to get my first.
I mean, that's real. Like, y'all hear that, man? Like, sometimes it takes. You might be lucky in getting your first year. Sometimes it takes 15.
Like I
10,
said,
7,
man,
8.
I got a losing
I
record
mean, you
depending
got-
on how much money I spent
But
on
you
that
was
shit.
doing the work, winning work before then, so it's
Yeah,
not
I
like.
mean, I appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Sometimes it really be the client didn't show up. Like
Yeah,
you see the lineup.
Right time, right place.
I would say like there's different things. Like it's like the judging.
Yeah,
What is this person into? I literally heard a judge one time. He basically said that I don't know if it was joking, but he even say that. But he was basically like he was a Satanist or whatever, and the piece was the Jesus piece, and he said Jesus will never win the reward. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that when a person has a bias or
There's always a bias, man. Like especially you could just tell like what type of tattoos this judge likes. Like they, a trad guy, flannel wearing and old school, and they want to see trad tattoos. And if it's a realism person, they're gonna judge realism on a higher scale. And if a judge don't know anything about anime, they're like, the hell is this I'm looking at?
Yeah, so
it was like and I mean, hey, if this person watches the podcast or whatever, like it is what it is. But it was like last year, I think like third place or second place, and in the best hand or neck tattoo, it was the.
oh man, Theo pissed me off when he told me about that part.
yeah.
I could have put something
the
in.
first mark. It was
I
that
saw
y'all
that.
was just talking
Yeah.
about.
All that.
And it was like, okay, you know what I mean. But when you, I will say this, like, and this is where a person has to be real with themselves. Those years, like I haven't been doing conventions a while because I wasn't surrounded by people that were wanting to go and in shops and stuff that wanted to go. So starting to do it on my own and a little bit here and there with one shop. But when you go and you do see like when your work is coming up short to some really quality artists, like like there are. I mean, Atlanta has a lot of talented artists. You know what I'm saying. When you're actually, coming up short to some of those pieces, then you're really looking like, hey, hey, can I see what you got? You know what I'm saying? And you're looking, you're being a student to the game. You know what I'm saying?
You see, I stand right by the trophy too. Every time you see me in the internet, I'm by the trophy. I need to see who.
Yeah, I be
Yeah,
judging.
and you're trying to see like not only this is not to do like this is my mindset with it. I don't sit here and look at it with what is the judge looking for so I can win a trophy.
Right.
But overall, what is aesthetically pleasing that makes this person think, "Wow, this is award winning." And I try to figure out how I work on my craft to achieve that look and make it my own. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the biggest thing from tattoo competitions and judging is to just take the ego and the pride out of it. See, if you don't win, look at what won. You know what I'm saying? And
I straight up said I done
Be real
spent
with yourself.
$10. I see mine's like I see this first, second, and third. I see 5 tattoos better than mine. See, I'm out.
But hey, I ain't gonna lie. Like that first year that I won the thing, it was sort of like I was just treating it like, okay, cool. I came up short again. I remember they were like, all right, in third place, and and it was like, you know what I mean? Like I think they do like what top 5, like runner up, whatever.
Tattoo of the day.
Yeah. Well, no, this was just like the categories, and then it got
just top three. Then.
top 3. So it was like we got to it, and I saw it like I was in like the top 5. You know what I'm saying? Where they end up trying to figure out what the decision. Then he turns around and he's like, number 3, and I'm like, yeah, bro, I ain't get caught. I was like, all right, that's probably third place. I put myself at third place in that competition based off of what was up there. And then it was like didn't get caught, and I was like, well, all right, buddy, come on. I literally turned away, started walking away. Then it went to second place. I heard the second place called off, and I was like, yeah, bro, I know I ain't get first place. So we was just walking. And it was like first place, Chico, Black Rose Tattoo Collector. And I was like, nigga, what you say? Shit. I was like, yeah. So it was a great feeling to hear your name called. You know what I'm saying? And then, people coming over and, looking at your work and being like, man, it's really solid. You know what I'm saying? Asking how long did it take and stuff like that. So yeah, it made it all worth it. The long days, long nights, good days, bad days. Just to have that acknowledgement.
I was cussing Theo out on that XL color. I said, I don't know why Theo told me to spend his fucking $10, man. All I heard was third place, Lou. And I literally said, it's probably some other Lou. Bryson. Oh, shit, that's me.
You beat me out in that category.
That's
your
the
mentor,
cool
man.
part about that too, is that, you know what I'm saying, like sometimes it also shows you that, you know, you should get out your head. Like, you know how you said like that one client affected you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, there's people out here that are dickheads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they have more negative energy to take the time off of some petty shit to go post about it than if they had a great experience to take that same time and say, hey, it was great.
What killed me, she came back for another tattoo.
What do y'all think is the best way to like not get in your head as a tattoo artist, or is it just like just?
I'm a firm believer. Let it just do its course, and that's really what it was, because it happened Wednesday. I mean, yeah, it happened Wednesday, and the convention was Friday. So I'm like, I knew it's not gonna stop me, but I let it take its
What
course.
about y'all? Like, what y'all? What do you feel like y'all methods are, or is it something you still figuring out?
Honestly, I just move on.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that easy for me. So
Yeah, it's
Sometimes you gotta be built like that.
yeah. I mean, from a sports
Ain't gonna
background,
let it stop me, though.
It just comes from like, you know, like from a sports background, it just comes like, hey, you know, next play. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like
Being
you
a Falcons
can't.
fan background, you know,
Yeah.
used to hurt, man.
You just
So
say
you gotta let
it'll always be
Had a-
next year.
They had an okay
Well, like,
season.
I know what not to do next time.
Yeah. Or how to approach it differently, because
Yeah.
even you could do everything right and you still gonna have.
That's
somebody
what
that-
happened. I was like, that's why it stuck. It was
But
like,
the funny part is again, you know, you beat yourself up, but then the whole time the person still comes back. It's almost like an abusive relationship. It just
Yeah.
comes back.
I don't know why you came back, but
yeah.
oh, yeah, no,
But
you
you
already
said all
did
this
what you
stuff
did.
about me, but you came back though. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, that's just part of it, man.
yeah.
Part of it.
All right, so I know like I said, we talked about how we knew each other like in the beginning. I kind of want to dive a little bit in that topic. Like we both, like I said, we came from Infamous Tattoo in Kendall Road.
On the road.
And you know, if you don't know, like I said, it's a hood shop. And when we say hood shop, it's like, how would you explain it? Like, what's the best way so people kind of know what
The
I'm
definition, if you will.
It's like a different mindset, right? It's
I
not,
wouldn't. It's a different mindset. It's not even the shop at itself. It's
you don't
the
have to be
mindset.
located in the hood to be a hood shop.
Exactly.
Even though like sometimes it is like that, but it's really like the mindset of the artist, the ownership, the leadership, like you said.
Yeah. I mean, like I said to this, you know what I'm saying, and because I don't want to sit here and make it seem like, you know, hood shop, it's that mentality. Cause I got a lot of respect. So let me put it like this.
That's why I want to bring up
My boy Nitty,
Mhm.
owner, you know what I mean? Like, I got a lot of respect for him. You know what I'm saying? He literally gave, you know, young men coming out of those environments, he gave them an opportunity to make legit money. Yeah. Like he gave us the opportunity to make legit money. The thing was about it is, when we say mindset, you know what I'm saying? In the hood mindset, it's not really about getting better. It's about popularity. It's about, you know,
It's not about necessarily like being the best
chicks
athlete.
and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
his lifestyle.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
money, fast money.
facts. You know what I'm saying? So when you going from a hood mentality to a career mentality, you know what I'm saying? That's the evolution.
So how'd you? Now that's what brings me perfect segue. Like, how did you transition into that career mentality to where you at now?
I mean, to be honest with you, bro, it was like,
I know your story, but like I think your story is dope, and a lot of people could benefit from hearing like.
the realest thing, bro, that I could tell you is like, you know, I was a cat when I came in that I was like, I just needed the opportunity. And that's why I say I'm forever grateful to those places that gave me those
That's why I tell artists too. Like a lot of artists now that come through that want to learn or want to spot in like a shop like ours, right? And that we don't have the space. But I tell them like, hey man, like I can get you into a shop. It may not be the shop that you want to be. It may be a hood shop, maybe, you know, but it's a foot in the door. It's better than tattooing at your house, at your crib by yourself.
Yeah.
Or in some, you know, private studio by yourself where you're not learning and getting better.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's one of those things that, I mean, I came from that, but I wouldn't say that's necessarily the best path.
It's not the best path. But if you built for it, you can use it to step up in a way.
I feel like if like this, and I feel like this is what this generation lacks, is that you have to when you walk into a tattoo shop, you can't just say, "Hey, how you doing? This is my first time meeting you. Give me this."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you do to show this person, you know what I'm saying, that you're really interested? So like I the perfect example that I would take is Emily. Emily, you know what I'm saying? Like up here, she was a client, or she was the partner to a client. She happened to be drawing and she had a portfolio. You know what I'm saying? She's building rapport with the shop, you know what I'm saying? She's doing she's spending money, you know what I'm saying? She's asking questions while she, so it's like, okay, this person is not here just for themselves.
Right.
And for me personally, I'm really big on energy. And you can't have somebody come with just I need everything from you energy. You know what I'm saying? Because then by the time I finish pouring out, my glass is empty and you're full and you just take off. You know what I'm saying? So when you're showing that symbiotic relationship where you're bringing something, I feel like that goes a long ways better. It's not saying you need to go be a Picasso, but try to have like some fundamentals about you. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it's like simple stuff, like have fundamentals. I've heard different stories. Like one guy I know, really good artist, Yogi. He said that he came in, he started drawing flash and trying to sell the flash to the tattoo shop tattoo owners and the artists and stuff in there. And that was how he got in. Like they saw the guy wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that. You just not coming in there like, hey, how you doing? This is like, it's not Walmart.
One thing I want to bring up though is like, I remember you took a huge jump into that next level in your work. It's when you went to a certain shop, right? And then but from what I remember you telling me, it's like you kind of had to like almost start over in a way. Like how did you like take that hit as like to your ego, and like how did you humble yourself to do that, to get to that next level?
I mean, like I said, it like that's the issue right there. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no pride, there was no ego. Like I said, like you can call it what you want. Like my background, like you know what I'm saying. Like I always liked sports. I did sports here and there. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same thing, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get better, if you want to get that starting position, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to go out there and grind. You know what I'm saying? You might have to unlearn some things. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it boiled down to. And shout out to my pops. He had a conversation with me. He was like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't supportive when I first got into the game. They were like, this a hustle. Like, this ain't serious. You ain't going to be able to support a family." It was a whole bunch of condescending stuff. You know what I'm saying? And if I would have listened to them, I wouldn't be here today. But I knew what I could do. You know what I'm saying? And when my dad finally respected me as a man and my vision, you know what I'm saying? He said, "Hey, look, I'm going to keep it 100 with you." He was like, if you want to be successful in this, you're going to have to get out of the hood mentality and get out the hood. And you're going to have to go and surround yourself, again, with people that you see. So at that point, Instagram was quote unquote just
Just kind of taking off.
Just taking off. You know what I'm saying? We still had magazines, so it was like I'm going through magazines. Like, all right, who's in Georgia that's hitting? You know what I'm saying? And you going through magazines and you like following people if they are on Instagram or if they're not. And I just like, all right, cool. And I started like, hey, tattoo. You know what I mean? Do I have a chance? They said we won't hire you based off your work, but we could teach you. So it was like, okay, it wasn't what I wanted to hear, but it wasn't.
How many years you was tattooing already by that point?
Shit, what was that, 2014 when that happened? So I started in '08. So I was already like 6-7 years in the game.
A lot of tattoo artists wouldn't do that.
But that's what I'm saying, though. It goes back to that hood thing. Like, they're not even real apprenticeships. They're not really showing you anything. So it's like, I knew I had bad habits. I knew that where I was at that point in time was going to get me so far. And I knew that in order to get to the levels that I wanted to see, because I remember when I was on, right before Infamous, my first real goal was with this dude named Mo. You know what I'm saying? And Mo was over at Body of Ink on Columbia and Glenwood. And that was my first real rodeo. And this was literally my apprenticeship. I shit you not. It was, I started piercing, so I would bring the girls from college and stuff like that, getting them pierced and stuff like that. And then I was tattooing grapefruits. You know what I'm saying? And I had only been doing that for 6 weeks. Okay. And then Mo and the owner get into it. Mo was fired. So there's no other artist in there. This shop literally had one artist. And then so I was just in there I was like, well, shit, this didn't go too good. You know what I mean? So what am I gonna do now? You know what I mean? And then Buddy was just like, you either gonna tattoo or get the fuck out too. So after 6 weeks of being on a grapefruit, I just started, trying to figure life
Trial by
out.
fire, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, fake it till you make it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And but again, you ain't gonna make it faking it. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Correct.
that's what I found out in the tattoo industry. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I never did like that quote. Fake it till you make it.
And I would say one thing too, hitting back on something that we were talking about earlier, part of being recession proof of tattooing is having solid work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people that really want, you know what I'm saying, nice work, you know what I'm saying? If you putting that out there, you know what I'm saying, people gonna come. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Say that.
Nah, that's definitely true. I mean, I think it's a lot of factors too with it being recession proof. Is from what I'm learning, is like I think a big factor is being in a good location as far as like being in
Big fact.
a populated area. 'Cause I feel like people who probably live in like small towns and cities, like they probably get hit the worst by recession. But at the same time, I don't, you can either choose to be like a big fish in a little pond, or you can go, compete with the big dogs.
Mm-hmm.
But there's
Grow
more
into a
there's more,
fucking whale.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a lot of artists who kind of like they rather stay in their small lane because they're the big dog there.
And they know.
Yeah.
They know. They just let their clients just build their egos sometimes.
That's real though. You know what I'm saying? I've seen artists, speaking on to, the back on the convention trophy stuff. I've seen artists literally go to conventions where they know they're gonna win, that they know if they go to another convention,
Oh yeah. Little,
they not winning. You know what I mean?
I got
They not
first
winning.
place in Alaska. Who's in Alaska, bro?
All right, bro.
Eskimo JoJo judge that
Atlanta then,
motherfucker.
bro.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, facts.
But
Facts. You know what I mean? But it's stuff like that, man. Like for real.
nah, definitely, man. I mean, that was good stuff. Like I think a lot of people need to hear that. They might be stuck in that rut and how to take that next level, and they just don't.
I'm trying to
You
win
gotta
out
have
of
that
state.
reality check,
I mean, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, people will sit there and ask me, like, how did, like, how am I elevating the way that I am, or how is this? And I tell people straight up, bro, like, I tattoo with a chip on my shoulder. Like, if you really want to know my journey, like, so y'all heard the part about the apprenticeship and stuff like that, but you also didn't hear about the part where, I was apprenticing and I go to look at somebody and they slam the door in my face and they like, hey, you can't learn from me because they ain't paying me to teach you.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you trying to get your sketch on and you trying to do your thing and, motherfucker telling you, hey, you ain't worthy to draw next to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it was really like some slaps in the face that you got to take on the chin and, have some like intestinal fortitude to,
Yeah.
to get through. And then also some awkward situations because, I mean, we all know, the tattoo industry has some, underlying,
Yeah.
segregation and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you experience and you bridging some of those gaps, you know what I'm saying, you have some
Yeah, because you went into predominantly
Yeah.
white shops, and like I said, you had to deal with a lot of that.
I mean, that's why I said no matter like somebody that's been in every world, I mean, the reality of it is like you got good and bad in everything, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
if you over here focus on that shit, man, like life gonna eat you up, bro.
Oh yeah, man.
I mean, like just focus on what you got, what you trying to get out of a situation. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And if it's a bad one, you know what I'm saying? Like if you still need something from it, you know what I'm saying, work it till you got what you need and then you move on, you know what I'm saying? And you keep it pushing. But like to sit here and try and say like you're gonna find a perfect place or a perfect shop or
I don't exist.
yeah, we don't live in a perfect world.
Do you feel like this? Like I'm trying to set you up here, but do you feel like new tattooers are soft? Then I'm kind of getting that
Our
vibe.
new tattooers soft.
You feel like they feel entitled. They want too much, or do you think it's just a generational shift?
I feel like it's not even just like just a tattoo thing. I think it's more of like a generational thing that
And I was gonna say, if you say new, what year are we kind of like talking about?
It's
To give?
Gold Rush era on. Like if you
So
came
that's
to tattoo in
2022 and up.
2020 out, yeah.
I would even say before that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I would probably say probably the start was like maybe like 2018, 2019.
Okay.
Like when
Definitely 2019. I'll say 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I just think that they're what's the word to say? outlook on life is
Gullible?
yeah.
Okay.
Like the outlook on life is some of it's just not realistic. Like
Yeah.
they don't. And you try to remember, you know what I'm saying? I'm 37 now. You try to remember when when I was 18, like you was you was on go, you know what I'm saying? And you trying to figure it out, you know what I'm saying? But they don't understand what paying dues is,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what that means and how you have to do it on every level in life, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I said I don't think it's just a tattoo industry thing. This is what a lot of companies and a lot of
Yeah, it's not that different.
corporations are dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that like some people will be here and some people won't even be relevant in a year.
We like to end, man, with a little segment we call rapid fire questions, bro. So I'm gonna just ask you a whole bunch of questions real quick, man. You just
Get it?
you just give me the answer, man. So we'll keep it simple. Number one, coils or rotaries?
Shit, rotors.
Rotaries on, man. You know,
I was gonna say, I know you better say rotary. I remember the first thing you told me. You said, "Hey man,
It's
you want longevity?"
So let me tell you, man. I love coils, but the convenience of having one machine instead of a tray like with 5 coils on it is dead. Like I remember those days. I mean, I just cracked it out at the shop the other day. My gun case, I got all my coils in it. You know what I mean? I have like 7 of them things. You know what I mean?
right.
So, yeah.
You was telling me all the old heads who got carpal tunnels and stuff.
Hey,
Yeah.
you gotta take care of these things, man.
Yeah, shit, you know best, bro. All right, I already know what you're gonna answer in this one, but black and gray color.
Black and gray all day. That color look funny in 20 years.
Yeah, that's true. All right, drawing on paper or iPad?
Neutral. Because paper teaches you fundamentals. iPad gives you more streamlined flow.
Yeah,
It's efficient.
makes it easy. Yeah,
Yeah, more efficient. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If you had to tattoo one style that's not your current style for the rest of your career, what would it be?
What?
Yeah. So you can't choose black and gray realism.
Can't choose black and gray realism. I would say illustrative.
Okay.
It would be something that I would like to push my elements just for like the nostalgic, like doing like Ninja Turtles, all this stuff
Okay.
back in the days. Like I really like how that area of the tattoo industry has really pushed that. You guys with the anime, and now people are bringing so many different elements of nostalgia back in. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. It's crazy how it gets pushed.
Mm-hmm. So what about you, Bryson? With cybersexualism?
All right, man. I'm gonna give you a micro tattoo.
Micro man. Let me talk about micro tattoos. How they look 10 years from now? I haven't seen one healed
Oh,
yet.
Theo gonna love you. Go ahead, talk about it.
Have you seen one healed?
Yeah. Oh, you know what I will say? My biggest gripe on social media is they talk about micro tattoos and they say, "Oh, it healed just fine." Well, show me the image.
Yeah.
They never show me the image.
The ones I've seen healed, usually like 1-2 years, not like 10 years, 5 years. Most of the artists doing it, I've only been tattooing like 5 years, 6 years. So it's like
They never show the image. That's the only thing. I don't. If you gonna say that, show it to us. They never show it to us.
well, I mean,
That
be
should
part of
tell
it.
you something.
Yeah, but tattooing, man, like it's a cycle, man. It's trends, and
Yeah.
I feel like this trend. Once people, like you said, they get 5 years into their micro tats and see like, oh, this don't look that good, And then,
They be quick to say, "Oh, you a tattoo artist? Let me see your work." Like, well, I can't see that.
all right, you prefer conventions or guest spots?
I really can't speak on that because the only real guest spot that I did was with I had a long one with you, and then one that I did at another shop. So I really not versed in that. Conventions are dope. You know what I'm saying? For what they are, you know what I'm saying. I tell my guys and ladies, at the shop, like conventions ain't you ain't going there to make money. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
You're not.
nah.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
You'll be lucky.
Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? Like you might try and break as close to even, but it's really about going out there and having the ability to have 1,000 people in front of you, and you're able to, essentially sell who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like when we were at the conventions, like we've had customers that come up and They be like, man, y'all the only ones that say hate us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I make it a mission.
You
Like
gotta
I was-
talk to people, man. Like,
Yeah.
don't just look. Oh, my bad.
You good.
But don't just look mean and like
Mm-hmm.
draw on your iPad though.
I mean, we already have the reputation as tattoo artists that
Yeah.
because people are
they're intimidated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't know that you're a nice guy or girl. You know, You
Like I always say, man, like I be going to these conventions. These tattoo artists be real quick to be like, "Oh, I hate people." I'm like, bro,
but
like-
you're in the people business though.
Yeah.
like you chose the one thing where you actually, in a funny word to say, intimate with a client
for hours.
and tattoo them
Still
for
a
hours.
service industry.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like people. I mean, you know, people do stupid
No,
shit.
see, like and hate is two different things.
But you know.
I know
what
when
to
it-
do.
I know what
You
they're
how-
saying.
You know how to be like, all right, I
Yeah.
don't like this, but this is my job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's what it is at the end of the day. Is, you know, it's about, you know, customer service, and as much as you like you know, you're gonna have to deal with people that are, you know, gonna try you, and you know, like I mean, we had one guy that came through. We told him what it was with the pricing,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna get up from the thing and try and say, well, hey, I only have this much money, like just take it. And it's like, bro, you better run me the rest of my money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And you know, the situation unfolded where we ended up with the new iPhone. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, people, you know,
You're gonna deal with all walks of life.
yeah, and
Yeah.
we were having the off camera discussion of, you know, people coming to a small business, you know, and we're providing the service, and they get the service, and then they try and, you know, go and, you know,
Scam, yeah.
like scam and like, you know, say like, oh, I didn't receive this service, and, you know, put a claim in and all this stuff, and we have to go through it and try and prove and all this stuff. You know what I mean? That's why I said that's the part about, like, I don't like people. If you know you go to some place, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if you can't afford it, just sit your ass at home. You know what I mean? Like, don't sit here and try and come and get something and then, you know, take food out of my family's mouth. You know what I mean? Or the people that, you know, work with me. Like I hate a thief.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. So yeah, this is a good question. For walk-in shops or private studios.
To each his own. Me personally, if you're coming from a business standpoint and you want to be a shop owner, I feel like brick and mortar walk-in shop is tried and true. Because artists are gonna come and go. I mean, you might have a few that ride with you for a minute, but the reality of the nature of the beast is, you know, people are gonna come and go. So you have to have that platform available for, you know, whether you're taking an artist that might be new to the area and they want to come and work. Nobody wants to come and work and not make no money. So
Correct.
you have that platform where, you know, they could build a clientele off of the reputation of the shop or the walk-ins. Private studios, I mean, we're seeing it right now. You know, like you said, like some of them shits is folding. You know what I'm saying? Or there's even some shops that are folding because, you know, they have that appointment only thing. With me personally,
I never understood that part.
yeah, it's stupid, bro. Like, I mean, any business, like there's certain things that you're never gonna change, and there's like certain structures and pillars to a successful business. Businesses that are not open readily to the public usually don't last long. You know, if you're saying just, hey, I can only tattoo you when I'm available, you know, yeah, it's not really working like that. You have to have somewhat of a schedule, and then, like, I will say the cool thing about with being, you know, with a artist and having clientele is your clients, you know, they become more than clients.
Yeah.
So, you know, when shit happens, hey, the kid's sick, I need to reschedule. You know what I'm saying? Cool. You know what I'm saying? But for 98% of the time, like, you're showing up or I'm here for you whenever you need me type thing. So, like I said, like, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? That will always be the great debate, because you have some people that feel like it's unfair to pay a percentage or booth rent to a shop. Like I tell anybody, you know, like, hey, if you really genuinely feel that way, you know, stack up your bread and you go make the gamble and you see how that shit works out for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you know, yeah, it's not small money. You know, a lot of people talk shit on the sidelines. You know what I'm saying? Go take 40. Yeah, you know, real shit, bro. A lot of people talk shit. You know what I'm saying? You go take 40, 50 bands and you go open up some shit. And you see if you don't want it to fail. Yeah. Any of y'all got 40, 50 bands y'all could lose real quick?
No.
I didn't think so. So
I mean, no, that's real. Like I said, a lot of times, and I get why a lot of shop owners get villainized because there are a lot of greedy shop owners out there.
Facts.
But it kind of sucks to just lump every shop that like what does a percentage or even if they take a rent, like if it's not like some super cheap rent or something, I don't know, that they get lumped as like, oh, the shop's taking advantage. But like you got to see what everything that shop's offering, not just look at it as like, oh, like they're taking a percentage, but why are they taking a percentage? Are they supplying stuff? Are they generating walk-ins? They help promoting? Like, are you learning from the other artists there too? So it's
That's the big thing, and that's why I said like when it comes down to a shop, I mean you have good and bad artists and you have good and bad owners. Is anybody perfect? No. I myself, like my team, they could say like, they see where their money goes that they do pay in. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's keeping the shop, looking aesthetically pleasing, because we are dealing with opening people's, skin and stuff like that. Right. So, does the place look clean? Does it smell clean? Then you have all the other residual stuff like the artists and stuff like that. But like ultimately, what it boils down to is just personal opinion. Like walk-ins, walk-in shops, they've lasted.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and some private studios last on. I mean, I even feel like one of the biggest things, and I've heard many artists say, even artists that have come back to a shop environment, say that sometimes they become stagnant in private studios because you don't have that organic feedback.
Right.
You might be looking at something, you might be like, man, does this look off a little bit? And if you're in a private studio, you execute that, and it's like, it looks off. But but then you have like those people around you, like, hey, bro, how does this look?
You lose that sense of competition in a way, because even though you're not maybe directly competing, but it's like you around some fire artists. Yeah, it's like
the way how I feel about
make
private
sure
studios, I feel like it's like a last resort if you're trying to get out of a situation at a shop that's not good to be around. I know some people done told me stories.
Can I be 100 with y'all?
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, I'm just gonna call a spade, man. Sometimes them people that's in the private studios just because they dickheads to work with.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the same
that
thing.
too.
Yeah.
That too.
Some artists are just they
need that space.
Any shop that they went to, they found the reason, whether they want to believe it or not. Like my thing is like, I understand we all end up in bad shops sometimes, right?
That's all. That's
what
I was saying.
If you continuously shop hop and you're always leaving, sometimes you gotta look at like, am I the reason?
Mirror,
yeah. Like what? Why am I? And then especially if you leaving like shops with good reputations, like oh, you left this shop, like why'd you? Why'd you leave that shop? Like
I will say though, that
well,
reputation as far as like
you're right.
The shop can have a reputation of they do good work, but they have a reputation behind closed doors that it's a toxic fucking bullshit environment.
Well, that's all you caught yourself.
Yeah.
I gotta catch myself on that one. You're right.
So, but for the most part, though, I feel like that's just the thing. Or I mean, like I said, man, it's about money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like I tell people, again, if you feel like you could do it, even when I opened my shop, you know what I'm saying? It was like my goal with opening the shop, it wasn't about money. It was to create an environment that of all the things that I didn't like at the shops that I worked at and try to make it better. Was it going to be perfect? No. Is it changing every day? Yes. But ultimately, I didn't like we said, we work for some sleazeballs, you know what I'm saying? Like it just is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But you try to do better. That's all you can do in this world is just try and leave a little light, you know what I'm saying, in your time here. And that's what my goal is as an artist and an owner, like the artists that come around me that we work side by side, we pouring into each other. It's not a parasitic relationship. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is benefiting, symbiotically from each other. I'm growing on learning how to manage people. You're growing, learning like technique and stuff like this. I'm learning, different aspects of how people approach things. Even down to like set the tattoo shit aside, like just regular shit in life. You know what I'm saying? We just have a conversation. You're like,
I'm definitely learning like how to be like just how to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? Just from interacting, like okay, like I am wrong on this. Like sometimes you gotta be like, look, damn, like let me change myself.
Facts. And that's why I said, I'll call you like, bro, Theo, am I tripping, bro?
Yeah.
This motherfucker, it's like, and
Kobe Bryant calling Michael Jordan.
I will say that though, man. Like, your close circle, like my dad calls it your board of directors. You know what I'm saying? Those people you call, you know what I'm saying, like in a situation, like, hey, like I can't call an artist to talk about a business owner problem. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Sometimes
having
artists
that
have
circle.
those combos to other artists. You know what I'm saying? Same, but nah, bro. Like you said a lot of great things, man. And like before we wrap up, you got any like one last thing to say? You already kind of said a lot. So if you don't got anything, I understand. But
Yeah, man. Let me go ahead and tell you what it is, man.
tell us, bro.
So, gotta tell him, Ted.
Let them know.
Let me show you a little sunshine. Nah, for real though. All right, if you don't get anything else from this, man, time is a gift. It's not promised. So whatever you could do today, do it today. You never have a bad day. You have a bad moment.
Shit, I'm thinking about this pyramid scheme, man. I might fall through with it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You never have a bad day. You have a bad moment. Leave those moments where they're at, and keep going forward. Life is like driving a car. You always looking out the windshield, not in the rear view mirror.
That's barred.
So
man.
yeah,
Never go with the wisdom. No, I
Yeah,
never heard
facts.
Dead ass never heard that.
Never heard that.
Never.
Nah.
Wow.
First time I heard it.
Hey, you can always learn something. Yeah.
yeah, facts.
I knew that at the age of 8.
Facts. Like you don't understand what those.
That wisdom, my man.
Yeah, you don't understand what those mean. But like I said, like when I almost lost my life, like it really opened up my eyes to understand that time is a gift. You know what I'm saying? So, we don't see each other that much. You know what I'm saying? Even though we in the same city, you know what I'm saying? My heart is always with you guys.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? But to have this moment, like we were talking about earlier, I say big bro, giving flowers, like that's real shit, man. Give flowers to those that deserve it.
Take the goddamn flowers,
Take
man.
the flowers, Theo.
Damn, man.
Flowers.
I appreciate it, man.
Hey,
Thank
it's
you,
me,
man.
guys. Drop a rose.
He gonna get on there. I don't deserve these flowers. So I'm gonna give each one of y'all. Man, get this shit out of my face.
Theo just a good dude, man. You know what I'm saying?
He be deflected.
Y'all good dudes, man. We are. Look,
Until y'all make him mad and then goddamn.
Right. Hey, man. But again, thank you for your time, bro. Like I
Maybe
said,
one day
it's
we
good
will all wear a
chilling with
Falcons
you.
jersey.
Thank you for
Like I
having me.
said, we gotta get up at Falcons game soon, man.
Oh,
You
we
already
in the
know.
building. We taking
know.
our boys in there.
Yeah, we gonna take.
I went to 5 this past season.
This year wasn't the year.
Yeah,
Next year.
next year.
Next year.
I would have went to the playoff game if I would have went.
We should have ran some football stuff on here. Everybody want to hear football.
I mean, that's a whole different podcast.
You know, I just started parlay a couple of months ago.
What?
Stressful thing ever.
What's that?
Parlay.
Start
Man.
betting.
Look, y'all got hooked on the parlay. Man, them boys be in that parlay stuff in the shot. That's what I'm talking about. The shot. Them
that's
boys be
addiction
over here
right
running
there.
parlays in the shot. They like, man, let me tell you, man, my boy hit. My boy hit. I'm like, bro, yeah, like this is every day. It started with one. Oh boy, World came in with the parlay. Then it just spread it.
Boy.
Blue,
Yeah.
Princess, everybody over here. Look, who should I get, man? They be hitting, and sometimes they don't. But that parlay thing,
That's,
I stay away from
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I only
Stay
do
away
it on.
from that.
Ponzi scheme.
So it's actually fun for me. I only put like $5, but it's only fun when like certain games you get more invested in it. I'm doing it for the Super Bowl.
They nickel and diming you for millions.
Boy,
All y'all little $5, like
yeah, I know.
only $5.
Let you hit for.
But it
100.
definitely gets you
I spend
passionate.
Like 1,000.
Yeah.
All right, man. But again, thank you, bro. We appreciate you, man.
Good shit.
We out, man. We out.
All right.